Today's video, as you could read from the title, we are continuing this championship case series, and today is Kurt Busch. Now that the playoff feel set, the order is kind of messed up because of what it was back then, but now it's set. So now it's going in order. Today will be Kurt Busch, tomorrow Ryan Blaney, next day Eric Jones, next day Austin Dillon, next day Kyle Larson, and so on. So, today is Kurt Busch's day. I will talk about this season, what he's done, talk about his successes at some of these racetracks coming up, where he has the best shots at winning, getting some more playoff points, and where he looks like advancing and stuff. So yeah, playoff preview will come tomorrow most likely. If not then Thursday. But I am trying to get it midweek, so this weekend I can focus plainly on college football and then the race at Las Vegas specifically. So I don't want to have to cram that all on the weekend. I'm going to try to get the playoff preview tomorrow or Thursday. Just want to let you guys know. But here we go. Kurt Busch. He currently has 14 playoff points, only a 9-point advantage over the cutoff line. Or actually, what is that? I can't count. 11 points over the cutoff line. So he's had a up and down season, I'd say. He's got 2 stage wins. He's got 1 race win at Bristol. And 14 playoff points accumulated due to points. Where he finished in the points. I think he finished top 5 in points maybe. I'm not sure on that. If you could confirm that, put that in the comments, please. This season, he's had a lot of top 10s. He's had a few top 5s. He's led 477 laps. So he's led laps. He's a part of that Stewart-Haas organization. And as I said in the Boyer video, those Stewart-Haas cars, they have speed, and the field should be scared because it's not just one car Harvick dominating and showing all the speed. Boyer, Kurt Busch, those guys are winning races. Almirola, he's winning. He won a stage. He's been up front. He's been leading. So all these Stewart-Haas cars are running up front, leading laps, getting wins. So I think Kurt Busch is definitely a threat. He's a veteran. He's won a championship. I think that makes him one of the top guys at Stewart-Haas and a threat to win the championship maybe. But obviously, I think he needs to build. I've said this so much. I cannot explain the significance of playoff points. I said it in every video. The only guys, I even said it in those guys, Harvick, Busch, and Truex. I even said it in their videos. I mean, I say it in everyone's video. You need more playoff points. You don't know what's going to happen. Get more playoff points. Golly. It's not that I'm mad, but it's just a point I'm trying to emphasize, But guys like Alex Bowman, Jimmy Johnson, Almirola, Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, they don't have a lot of playoff points to rely on. Guys like Kurt Busch got to take advantage of the guys that are lower than him. He's got to add up those playoff points so he can add a buffer. So if he has a bad race, maybe he has an extra few points on them. So I think he's got to win something. Got to do something. Got to get a win some more stages. He's got to do something. I think that's very important. These playoff points are going into the playoffs and throughout the playoffs to advance. So Las Vegas is the first playoff race, Kurt Busch's home track. He did wreck there this spring. I think he had a top 10 run. So I think in this first round for Kurt Busch, he's just got to run. If he wants to advance, just strictly advance, I think he's just got to run in the top 10. I think he can do that. But if he wants to have a shot at the championship, as I said, playoff points. He needs to win one of these races. I think his best shot is Richmond. He won there in 2015. I think he's got a good shot at it. The Roval could be a wild card that he could go to and when he's done solid at road courses in his life, in his career. So I think that those 2 races are his best shots in the first round. Moving on to the second round of the playoffs, he will most likely advance. I will have him advancing. Dover, Talladega, and Kansas. Those are tracks he's going to have to survive. Talladega, obviously. So if he can build up a playoff buffer in that first round, if he can get, let's say, 2 stage wins or maybe even a race win, he gets 4 or 5 more points or something. He's at 18, 19 points. The first cutoff comes off. Let's say the bottom 4 in points get eliminated. So Bowman, Johnson, Almirola, and Hamlin get eliminated. He's only got a 9 point buffer if he doesn't win. Let's say he wins at Richmond. He has now a 14-point advantage. So he goes into Dover. He gets a top 10 run. He runs top 10. He gets some stage points, finishes like 6th or 7th in stages and whatever. Gets some stage points. He builds his buffer to about 23, 24. That's pretty solid, but then again, Talladega's a wild card. He could wreck, and he could be below the cut line, but I think if he can survive Talladega, then he'll advance, most likely. I think he's still got a pretty good shot at advancing. Kansas, he's got to do well there as well. And then moving into the last round, Martinsville won there in 2014. He did win at the most recent short track at Bristol. This is another good shot for him. You know, short tracks. He's won 6 times at Bristol. He's won at Martinsville. He's won at Richmond. He's won at a lot of short tracks in his career. So I'd say this is a pretty good opportunity for Kurt Busch to, if he advances to the round of 8, to win at Martinsville and advance to the championship 4. I think he's got a really good shot. He's won a couple poles in the last couple of years at Texas, so he could start up front there, get some stage points, build a buffer, even win a stage maybe for those 10 points, because after this round, the playoff points don't matter. And then obviously Phoenix, new configured Phoenix with the new start-finish line. I don't know how that's going to be. That's going to be weird. But, yeah. And then Homestead, as I said, those Stewart-Haas cars are fast, and I think if he can get to the championship 4, he's got just as good a chance as Harvick. Those Stewart-Haas cars are fast this year. He's got a really good opportunity to get a couple race wins in the playoffs, add up those playoff point barriers, and if he can do that, I think he could, because he is a past champion, which is a huge advantage, I think. He won in 2004, the first year of the playoff format, I think. Not this playoff format, but the old one. But he's got a really good shot at it. He could burst through. He could be the dark horse 4th guy, I think. Champion. He's got experience. Veteran, as I said. He's led laps this year. He's won a couple stages. I think it's an advantage to him. If he can rack up a couple more playoff points, he could be the 4th guy in the championship 4. As we conclude this video, I would like to honor and remember those who lost their lives and families who have been affected by the September 11th attacks. New York, Washington, D.C., and then the other plane crash that happened in Pennsylvania. Just to honor those, the firemen, police who went up into the towers to save people, and then just to remember everyone who died that day. You know, that tragic event, huge, one of the biggest events in world history that we have to remember, and that we can't let that happen again, obviously, but just wanted to say this to honor and remember those who have been affected by these attacks, and to the heroes on that day, those who went up to try to save people and who did save people, and then obviously the ones on Flight 93 who were able to stop the terrorists from flying that 4th plane into another building. Just to honor them, remember them. It's a sad day, obviously, but we just got to remember to keep going forward. And yeah. So after that, or onward with that, thank you for watching this video. It means a lot. If you like the video, like it. If you want to see my last championship case I made, here you go. The playlist, here it is. And the normal old subscribe, click on my face. That'd be awesome. That'd make me very happy. If you like this video, clicked on my face. All the fun stuff. Thank you for watching this video. It means a lot.